The couple's increasing number of solo public appearances has sparked discussions about their professional separation. Recently, the Duchess of Sussex dazzled at the Children's Hospital Los Angeles charity gala while the Duke attended a Well Child event, a charity he has long supported. This trend has led many to speculate that the pair are carving out distinct paths to pursue their personal passions. However, a source close to them clarified that they have always engaged in independent projects aligned with their unique interests. In an interview with Hello magazine, the insider emphasized that the Duke and Duchess remain passionately devoted to their joint initiatives through their private foundation, Archewell. They have thrilling projects in the works, all aimed at making a positive impact on the world together, the source shared. While Harry dedicates much of his energy to charitable endeavors, Meghan has been focusing on their commercial ventures. The insider noted that, while there will certainly be occasions when they operate separately, there will also be times when they unite to leverage their platform for the greater good. These individual pursuits also serve a practical purpose, ensuring that one parent is always present for their children, Archie 5 and Lilibet 3. During Harry's recent trip to Africa to oversee the work of his charity, he mentioned that Meghan was back in Montecito holding down the fort, yet Meghan isn't solely immersed in parenting. She has just wrapped up filming a new Netflix project, though its release date remains under wraps. As the holiday season approaches, the Duke and Duchess are finalizing their Christmas plans. Reports indicate they may be invited to Sandringham, where the royal family gathers in December, or perhaps spend time with Princess Diana's family, the Spencers at their estate in Althorpe. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020, Harry has made several trips to the UK, while Meghan has not returned since the Queen's funeral in 2022. Concerns over security have been cited for her absence, but Majesty magazine's editor-in-chief, Ingrid Seward, speculates that this might change as Harry and Meghan wish for their children to connect with their British cousins. I believe Harry and Meghan face a dilemma regarding their family life as their children are growing up and likely curious about their cousins, she remarked. In recent weeks, Meghan Markle's rebranding attempt has been criticized by royal experts. Rumors of a professional split between the couple have been fueled by their solo appearances at various events. Prince Harry, now 40, has spent the last several weeks traveling for solo engagements across New York, the UK, and Africa. During this time, Meghan, 43, was reportedly at home in California, looking after their two children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. However, the Duchess did make a public appearance on the red carpet at a children's hospital gala, adding to speculation that the pair are deliberately stepping into the spotlight independently of each other. While Prince Harry's solo ventures have been deemed largely successful, Meghan's rebranding efforts have not been as well received. Royal historian and expert Hugo Vickers weighed in on Meghan's recent activities, suggesting that her strategies are falling flat, particularly in the UK. In a conversation with The Sun, Vickers remarked, "I don't think anything she's doing at the moment will resonate much with people in the UK. Wearing a red dress, for instance, is a power statement. Similar to when Princess Diana donned a black dress for the Serpentine Gallery. It's a way of establishing herself as a public figure, but that kind of image works far better in America than it does over here." Vickers' sentiments echo broader criticisms of Meghan's approach to public relations. PR expert KJ, CEO of a PR firm, offered his own analysis of the couple's evolving image in an interview with The Mirror. He argued that Harry and Meghan's PR strategy, heavily influenced by American-style public relations, is alienating British audiences. The Duchess of Sussex has adopted a very US-centric PR strategy, KJ said. In the US, PR can be quite aggressive, going on the offensive against rivals, launching big publicity campaigns, revealing exposés, and using celebrity endorsements. They often incorporate elements of culture wars, and drill a message home until it sticks. In the UK, PR tends to be more discreet, just as visible, but far less combative. Essentially, Harry and Meghan applied a US-style PR strategy globally, and it backfired spectacularly. The notion that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are now focusing more on their individual careers rather than presenting a united front was reinforced by a close friend of the couple. In an interview with People magazine, the friend explained that the Duke and Duchess have found their footing as independent public figures. The Duke and Duchess have hit their stride as individuals, not just as a couple, the insider revealed. Harry seems to be focusing on his patronage work, while Meghan is concentrating on her entrepreneurial ventures. While they are each pursuing their own paths, they will still collaborate on cause-driven initiatives. According to this source, Meghan's priority going forward will be more focused on her entrepreneurial and business ambitions, while Harry will remain dedicated to his charitable and nonprofit endeavors. Despite this, they are still expected to work together on projects that align with their shared values, particularly when it comes to social causes. Meghan's attempt to reposition herself in the public eye remains a divisive topic. Her recent appearance in a striking red dress at a high-profile gala was a symbolic power move reminiscent of Princess Diana's famous fashion choices. While such tactics resonate well with American audiences, they seem to have missed the mark with British observers. Vickers' commentary highlights the key issue: what works in the United States may not always translate well in the UK, where public figures are often held to different standards. British audiences tend to favor subtlety and tradition, traits that contrast sharply with Meghan's more overt American-style approach to branding. The criticism also points to a broader trend in the public perception of Harry and Meghan. While the couple's activism and media presence have earned them significant support in the US, where they are often celebrated for their boldness and outspokenness, they have faced a more skeptical reception in the UK, particularly in royal and media circles. This cultural divide has made their rebranding efforts more complicated as they navigate their roles as global figures. Meghan, in particular, has faced the brunt of the scrutiny, with commentators suggesting that her efforts to redefine herself are too forward and calculated. Her choice of fashion, speeches, and public engagements are closely analyzed, with detractors often pointing to a disconnect between her actions and how they are perceived outside of the US. KJ's analysis further underlines this divide, noting that the tactics Harry and Meghan have employed, such as extensive media exposure, candid interviews, and aligning themselves with trending cultural conversations, have stirred controversy in the UK. British audiences, he suggests, are less receptive to this kind of approach, which may explain the contrasting reactions to the couple's public appearances on either side of the Atlantic. Ultimately, as Harry and Meghan continue to develop their individual identities in the public eye, the challenges of balancing global influence with the expectations of different audiences will likely persist. Their success in this regard will depend on how well they adapt their messaging to suit the varying cultural sensibilities they aim to appeal to. While Meghan's rebranding may not have taken off as smoothly as hoped, her entrepreneurial aspirations suggest she's just getting started. Whether or not her efforts will eventually win over critics in the UK remains to be seen, but her influence on American soil continues to grow. Meanwhile, Prince Harry seems to be comfortably settling into his role as a champion for charitable causes, making the couple's independent ventures an interesting new chapter in their post-royal lives. Thank you for watching until the end. Please share your thoughts in the comments section and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates.